Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So is this your girl Shane? Thank you for continuing to show love. So right now I just wanted to speak a little bit about the email that I had just received. So I just received this email right here, and it's literally talking about a customer not receiving their order. Now let me just say this. It's so very important. It's so very important. Even though the Instacart app tells you to add a picture at the end, you do get some of the orders where that don't require for you to add a picture, right? So whether it have that at the end or it's telling me to add a picture, I always try to get a picture of each order that I deliver. Now, on this specific day, which was yesterday, I didn't do a lot of orders. So for example, if I did 3 orders, I had 3 pictures, right? And by me getting that email today from yesterday, I know it could have been one of those people who orders I had did on yesterday, right? So I don't know when Instacart sent out those emails, I don't know if they referring to like a whole entire order or if they just referring to like an item, right? But I know it's not specifically an item because it is something in the app where it says missing item, and they will say that, right? So let me just say this. Just be careful, because you do get some customers every so often, which I'm referring to myself. Every so often you get those customers where they want to lie. They want to lie and say they did not receive their order because they know that Instacart is probably going to refund their money for their whole entire order. So here is where I dropped the order off at the house. And to cover my tail and to make sure I got all my ducks in a row, I always, if I get that email one day, I always message Instacart customer reps and make them aware of the email that I just received, and also add each picture of each home where I drop the order off directly in front of the house. Now, I've been doing that since I've been on Instacart, because I remember at the beginning, I don't know if they had it to where as though some houses didn't say add the order. I think everybody used to have it to where as though you had to add the picture, but some houses they don't. So I make sure that I am very much aware of each house and pictures that I must have in case something like this happened, right? So that's just my advice. As an Instacart shopper, you are going to have those people where they lie and say that they do not or did not receive their order, which you need to make sure that you take pictures of every single order that you have. Now, of course, sometimes it can be too many pictures, but I suggest that you at least hold on to it for at least 2 to 3 days so that you'll be able to confirm that you had dropped that order off to the house. Now, on a previous app that I was working with, I'm not going to say the name, I had an issue like that, and by the customer lying on me, my account had got shut down. And the thing about it is, people don't understand that you have people like me who is aware of these things that people can lie and say. So in order for you to make sure that you are secure, just take pictures. Take pictures of every house that you drop off to. We cannot trust the people who we are helping. Yeah, our hearts can be in the right place, but their hearts probably not in the right place, and they could get our accounts closed, or they could get, this is how we make our money, this is how we provide for our family. So we have to make sure that we protect ourselves. You do have some people who are honest enough to be like, it was just an item. It was just the item that you may have forgotten, or it probably by mistake with another order. But you still have to just be aware, because a lot of people lie, and a lot of people do not have the truth in them. So by me reporting that I have the picture of their home, I was able to put references on the lie that the person told. So once Instacart see that I did drop the order off, then that mark can be taken away from me, and that maybe they'll put a restriction, or maybe they'll put something on the customer for lying. Now listen, I do want to say this, because sometimes I do have trouble with people rating my drop off, my pickup, my bagging and stuff like that. And what the customers don't know is that is so important. That's so important to our app, because them rating us to let Instacart know how we deal with handling their order can put us in an advantage with getting better orders or getting higher paying orders, and they don't notice. So I used to write like a prompt saying, if you could possibly make sure that you rate my shopping experience, your shopping experience with me, make sure that you rate it, because it is important for me to get that information back to Instacart, so that I'll be able to rise up my ratings, things like that. They don't think that stuff matters, so I often try to remind them and explain to them why. But I've noticed a lot of things when it comes down to these customers. Okay, I understand that the customers' priorities are met first. However, who is going to stand up for the shoppers, right? So oftentimes I always message back and forth with the customer service rep, letting them know how things go, or letting them know what happened, or even apologizing if an item had got misplaced or something like that, and letting them know that, okay, if the item had got misplaced, then if you could refund them that item back. We already know that nobody is perfect and things do happen. Mistakes happen all the time. But for you to specifically say that you did not receive your order is a lie. And I have proof. So that's just my advice for y'all. Make sure that you guys are keeping proof. Make sure you're taking your pictures. Make sure that you even keeping track of how many orders you did or what orders that you did, because I've gotten so very much used to even knowing where I dropped the order off at. Not even just looking at the address, but because I can remember where I dropped this order off at, so that you could keep yourself protected. You could keep your account, is what I'm trying to say. But I've noticed that, and it happened more than once. And by me having my pictures, was able to, secure my account. So that's just my advice, and I hope you guys take it. If you are an Instacart shopper, I salute you, and continue to work hard and continue to be responsible and respectful to the community, y'all. So that's just my take, and I hope you guys are doing tremendously well. I hope you guys are remembering to continue to put the people first, have humanity, and respect yourself, of course. Thank you guys for watching. If this video helped you guys, or if it taught you something, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I encourage you to do so. My name is Shane, if you guys are new here, and we'll talk later.